he just texted me now. I
I
never really thought you were gonna do this on short notice, especially like right after I got back from work. But here we are.
Well, oh, that's right. I was going to ask you about that. But the other thing was, I find it, yeah. So full disclosure for our audience, both of the guests that were supposed to be on, last second canceled, like literally, within the last 10 minutes at the start of the recording. I got a news last second. Thank you. I appreciate you making the trip from your chair to your computer to click on the link to join the show. You're just getting back from work. We'll talk about that right after the break. This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
What's up?
You're getting back from work. Anuj is here. I don't know if I mentioned that. You're getting back from work at like 8 o'clock. What's going on?
I got in at 9. I work a 980 schedule, so it's 9 hours a week, a day for the first 4 days. And then it's a 2-week cycle. The first Friday, I work 8 hours, 4 carry over to this week. And then the next Friday, I have off, which is actually this Friday, I would have off.
Yeah, but you work from 9 to 8 today?
No. I work from 9 to 6. Then I went to the gym.
Okay, so you're not getting back from work. You're getting back from post-work activities.
I'm getting back from a workout, which is still work.
All right. Yeah, I think we've talked about your schedule on the show in the past, so that shouldn't be news to our most dedicated listeners, I suppose. You just made food, I guess. Yeah, you're just back from all your work.
Well, yeah, now I'm kind of in a metabolic window, which is why I have food with me right now.
What do you got there? Mush?
I got lentils, actually.
Yeah, so basically mush.
Spinach and tomatoes. It just looks like that, but it tastes damn good.
The joke that I make at work is our cafeteria is pretty bad. It's actually the same food supplier as the one Georgia Tech uses. To tell you enough. Yeah, that's the same
Say
one.
less.
Well, anyway, so the food at our cafeteria. So anytime there's basically the way that it works is they have like, pre-made sandwiches and salads and whatever. But then they have like one, I guess, entree, which is like the I'll get back to that. My camera hasn't been working lately, so I don't know if it works. I had a bug in my Chromebook software, so I wasn't sure. It wasn't working for like the past 2 shows. Anyway, so they have one. The cafeteria at work has one like entree for the day, and my joke is always it's just some combination of mush. Oh, it's always mush. They have like whatever it is. Sometimes it's like chicken with mashed potatoes. It's just mush. They had like this Chinese thing one day, but it looked like the fried rice looked like mush. It's always mush. Always looks like they're using food that was left over from the previous day, but I don't know when. But it's always different food. Like it's not the same food, so there's never fresh food. It's always leftovers. I don't know how you could always only serve leftovers. It was never fresh at one point. Is what I'm getting at. Yeah, and it's probably overpriced too.
Is it one entree like all the time, or do they like rotate it every week, or what's the story?
No, they rotate. It's a new entree every day. I mean, well, okay, really, there's probably like 8 to 10 different entrees that they offer, and that rotates through.
Yeah, sounds like what we do. Sounds like what we do at our cafeteria.
It's always fish on Fridays, and the fish looks terrible. It has freezer burns on it usually.
I don't even want to know what that looks like.
Yeah, well.
Then again, I'm vegetarian, so I don't need to know what that looks like.
Yeah, you don't need to know what that looks like. But yeah, the vegetarian options aren't great either.
Really?
I guess you'd have to. I don't know what you'd eat because it's only one entree, and then the other stuff they offer is like chicken tenders
Oh,
because you could just eat fries. You know,
that would be great, honestly.
a salad, but I think the salads have meat. They might have salads without meat. I don't know.
Not
Yogurt.
really.
It's a very small cafeteria, and it's yeah, they could, there's a way to make it better, and we've talked about it in
Right.
our meetings with upper management, and it hasn't gotten better. But anyway, that's the end of that conversation. What else you got?
It's actually similar at my at this place where I work. Basically, like every day we have a different lunch menu, but our breakfast menu is always consistent. Although there's a site next door for a customer that we support, they also do the same thing where they have a rotating menu every day, but they have a set of items that they always serve every day, which is nice. Had a 20% off coupon for their cafeteria I wanted to use before it expired.
Oh, they expire.
Yeah, it's one of those like new hire onboarding things.
Still, why would they expire? Why would it make it expire?
I don't know. Remember, as good as mine.
There's no incentive to make it expire. I guess they could save themselves money by not having someone use it, which is kind of a little sleazy. I don't know. 'Cause then they're hoping you don't use it, even though they're giving it to you for free. Yeah, corporate America. I don't know, how's work going other than the food situation?
I mean, I don't mind the food situation, honestly, but other than that, work's going great. I'm having a good
Yeah.
time.
Any secrets you want to reveal? Anything
No,
you can talk about? No,
no,
nothing.
nothing at all. I'm sorry.
Give us something. Give us a little
No,
scoop.
no,
Give us just one thing.
no. That's not how that works.
All right. Well, people are going to be upset there. I promise.
Where do you work?
I work at a nuclear power plant. I don't have any secrets to give out. So,
You probably don't have any secrets you can give out.
well, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. Although I do have
Same
to go
here.
through
I
a
don't
lot of
have any
security
secrets
to
that
get
I
into.
I work for
You go through a lot of security to get into work.
yeah.
We have all these procedures for attacks, for security threats.
There you go. I mean,
But,
I work in Chantilly. Go figure.
well, yeah. You're done with your degree that you've been pursuing? Is that done?
No, I'm
Still
still
working
going
on
at
it.
it. I'm still working on it.
Man,
Yes.
it's been like 2 years now, right?
So it's an online
Yeah.
degree. So what we do so what I'm doing right now is just like basically take a class like each day, like each year, like each semester is like one class just to so I can still do work, but I can still do school, but I can focus on work. Is the point?
They're paying for it, I assume.
Yes, they are.
Terrible. Yeah, one class is still kind of, I guess it's not too bad.
I mean, I don't mind it. First semester didn't go as well, but since then I've had a good rebound and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So, pretty good.
Yeah. Lentils still good.
Oh yeah, it's actually 3 weeks since I had my own cooking.
Really, what's going on? You've been eating out a lot?
No, I was in New Orleans for 2 weeks. I was in New Orleans for 2 weeks. I came back and I didn't feel like cooking, so I just ate frozen food.
What were
This
you
was
doing on your little trip? Was it a vacation? Was it
kind of.
something else?
I still had to work, but Grandma graduated her residency programs. So we got to celebrate that. Unfortunately, while we were in town, we got wrecked by COVID.
Hmm. So it wasn't supposed to be 2 weeks.
No, no, it was supposed to be 2 weeks.
Okay.
It was always
I don't
supposed
know
to
if
be 2 weeks.
you had to isolate for a week or so.
And I did that while I was there.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you squeeze it in the normal timeline.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. It's
So you
just,
didn't so you didn't get to do everything that I guess you wanted to.
but I mean, I still got to see my sister and her med school friends, and we got to celebrate her
Yeah.
graduating. So it was good. A good time.
She goes to Tulane, I guess. Is that
Yeah. So
okay?
actually, my parents just moved her to Houston so that so that she can pursue her fellowship in pulmonary critical care.
In Houston. Okay, that's it.
Yes.
That's not right around the corner.
Well, yeah, but still, still solid.
Sounds good. Anything else you wanted to talk about today? I know you've had a lot of time to prep for this, and you've really been thinking about it
A lot of time to
quite
prep
a
for
lot.
this is
So
not really how I describe
the
it.
the whole time. Uh,
I'm not a
yeah,
stand-up comic, you know. I'm not like you.
we're I haven't done that in a while. It
Was the last time you did it
maybe I
when
should.
you were still at Tech?
Yeah, maybe I should get back into it. Maybe I'm out of practice. I can't just come up
I
with
have
stuff.
been recording music though.
I think you talked about that last time. Is there anything new other than the folder you shared?
Not just a folder I shared.
Yep,
Wait, the Georgia Tech football 2022, right?
yep.
Yeah. I did push a new song to it for the Virginia game. So I've got my little preseason hype. I've got the Clemson, WCU, Western Carolina, Ole Miss, UCF is done, Pitt is done, Duke is done. Duke I actually did literally the day after I got back from New Orleans. I was actually writing that thing on a plane,
Hmm.
at least
You
part
say
of the
how long?
last
What's the
project.
process here? Like, how long does it take? What are you doing here? Is it like a whole long writing process and you just whip it together at the end? Is it something else?
I mean, first off, sometimes it takes a while for me to get inspiration for a particular opponent, especially if it's someone you don't play. We don't play a lot, like like a Western Carolina or an Ole Miss or a UCF. But some of the other stuff, it's basically just I revisit oh, how have we done in the past? What are these memorable matchups? Coaches that they've lost, like Clemson. One of the bars that I have in there was just based on the fact that both of the Clemson coordinators left for other head coaching jobs. Brent Venables left for Oklahoma, and Tony Elliott left for Virginia. So I included a line in there. Brett Venables left, got a promo reel sooner, Oklahoma, but they still got a defense that can really lay the boomer. I had to throw that one in there. Tony Elliott's play calling, real cavalier. Again, head coaching job. Tigers Watch Your were coming for real up in here, basically, just based on the fact that we almost won last year. And then some of the rest of it is just random, oh, I'm trying to. It's just being motivated, just motivational stuff, is all. So that's one example, but and then also base for WCU, that's an FCS school. So writing that is at least I have the fact I revisit the fact that well in our final year we lost to Citadel, so I throw that in there just to be yeah, that's a thing that happened, but we're not going to let it happen this year, kind of deal. The Ole Miss one was definitely a fun one to write.
And then recording wise, it sounds a lot better. I know you've got some new equipment
So
recently.
actually, a couple of these. So the hashtag 4 the redemption, the UCF one and the pit one, I actually use a new mic. The rest,
Yeah.
I use my headphone mic,
Yeah.
but I have a new mixing process.
Okay, so go ahead and talk about the mixing, because it sounds pretty good. I was gonna say all the new stuff sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So like after I pick out like my instrumental, I've written all my lyrics based on said instrumental, and also based on like who we're playing. The first thing I do is like I put the instrument. So I still use Audacity because well,
Not a sponsor.
the
Yep.
first thing I do is so I put in the instrumental, and then I add a Met track. So I didn't actually do that like the first couple of times, but after when I started recording the Week 3 Ole Miss song, which is based off of Wild Boy, which has a few regions with like no beat. So it's basically me just going off of like what was the tempo again? Where do the down beats fall? So I add a metric in there just to keep myself square. It also helps to get the timing when I actually have to rearrange the tracks. And then I record off of the music, like I record some off of my headphones, and then from there it's basically like I try to normalize it, then I amplify it and it's more effective using fiddling with bass and treble values than just amplitude. So once I actually get a preliminary round of amplification done, I mess around with those bass treble values, and that's why it sounds the way it does. Because I record very much in the treble range. I don't know why, but that's just where I record. That's just where my rapping and sometimes my singing ends up. So I really have to bring that out, and it sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot crisper.
And the instrumental, that's just something you found online.
Yeah, I don't make my own instrumentals. I still haven't mastered the art of making my own instrumentals. I do have a keyboard though.
I guess is that the next step? Is that in your
maybe theoretically
in-house?
could. Like theoretically,
Yeah, I mean,
um,
I feel like that would be the next thing you could kind of work on is make your instrumental. And then you can make it a little more, it'll be a little more malleable for you. It'll be maybe even easier to
right.
mix it because you don't have those dead spots and things like that, or you could put them where you want them. It could feel a little more customized for what you're looking for.
Yeah, because then I can just basically do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah, it's just something to think about, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think you lined it up pretty well, regardless. So not something to worry about for now. While you just keep working on, I guess, mostly the writing.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, like, I mean, that is my strength, is writing and then rapping on top. I think I'm starting to get better at mixing, but I still have a ways to go.
Yep, there's definitely improvements, I will say. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm not a
good job.
professional mixer. Like, I'm not a professional producer. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, it could be. Could be in the future.
Do you know any? Do we have any peers who are like? I mean, I don't know anybody aerospace. Remember anybody in the band who was like? I know Mir suggested using my phone as a mic.
I don't know anyone that does that professionally. I think you might be the most experienced at this.
In air quotes.
Yeah, in air quotes. For our listeners, we didn't even do air quotes.
In air quotes, we don't do that. I don't do that mixing stuff for a living.
Maybe that is your full-time job, and this other
I'm not quitting my day job.
other day job is just.
It's like, listen, am I better than Antonio Brown? Am I better than Le'Veon Bell? Maybe.
I got to start listening to their music.
Am am I better than like say uh Future? Oh hell no.
Should I start listening to professional athletes' music?
Prepare your ears for the cochlear onslaught, especially if you listen to Bell or AB. Um,
Not
I
good?
don't know about anybody else, but
Hmm. Okay.
yeah. But speaking of which, Antonio Brown did come out with a new album. I don't know how I feel
Oh
about it.
boy.
It's great.
We'll review that next time you're on, I guess.
Oh no, someone already beat you to it.
Okay.
You know Urinating Tree,
Yeah, I'm familiar.
the YouTuber. Yeah, he already did it. Um, he also reviewed
Alright.
Antonio Brown's previous album and Le'Veon Bell's album. Yeah, he did not like it. It sucked.
Hmm.
So for anybody who wants to subject their ears to that torture, it's called Paradigm. The new album by
Paradigm.
Antonio Brown is called Paradigm.
Oh, okay. You sent the. Yeah. Maybe I'll put that in the description. I'll put the link in the description. Oh, maybe I won't. I'll probably forget. So.
Hello. There are also live streams where he reviews the aforementioned previous AB album and the Le'Veon Bell album. It's part of a show called Clickbait Sports, and
Hmm.
the idea is whichever content creator out of their crew gets the most donations is then punished.
Punished.
Yeah.
Punished
So
how?
this is that's the Le'Veon Bell stream, and this is the old Antonio Brown album stream. Enjoy. They suck. Music
Oh
sucks.
boy.
You know what I should
Okay.
do?
Maybe we should move away from Antonio Brown.
You think?
Um. Uh.
The NFL all but has.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say he's done anyway, so maybe we really should move away from that.
At least he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you're right. He did. He did. You almost forget.
Yeah, but now he won't be known for a Super Bowl or the fact that he's one of the most talented receivers in his generation. He'll just be remembered for being a clown, as they say.
Being a clown, he's a complicated fellow.
Have you heard people say that he might have CTE?
I think any player nowadays that acts like that off the field, the CTE question comes up. And, it's probably fair because, it's pretty violent sport given what you go through on a daily basis. I don't know. It's you think it's a CTE thing?
Could be. It
I
could
heard back from someone
definitely
else they
could
can't
be.
make it.
I thought Chase was that Elizabeth.
No, it was someone else.
You, you try to get another backup plan before or to join me?
I look. I sent out a spray of messages and whatever dart hits the wall,
Okay.
that sort of thing. Don't I wasn't cheating on you. Don't worry. You can
No, I'm not upset.
rest easy.
Besides,
What's wrong? Oh,
I'm looking at, I'm working through a tutorial for, I'll find the value in memory. So the course I'm taking right now is Info Security Lab, where we talk about binary exploitation. So yes, I actually get to break things.
you get to break things. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I get to break software.
Yeah, it's online. It's on a computer. It's not. When are you gonna
So
start breaking physical things?
I'm not that kind of. I'm a cybersecurity guy, you know. Remember?
I mean, you could start breaking computers.
Well, maybe. That's kind of the point.
No, I mean like breaking them physically. Office space style. No,
Ah, that's what you mean.
not interested.
Oh no no no! I get the reference. Like when they technically it's not a computer, it's a fax machine. But I get what you're getting at.
Okay, sure. Fax machine.
But
Man,
no,
I yeah, I haven't seen it.
I'm not gonna be trying to do that anytime.
All right. I mean, your choice, I guess.
I wish I could, but it is what it is.
Sorry, I'm just closing out some tabs here. Okay. Anything else you want to cover? This could be a short episode, just like a fill in.
Yeah,
Just I don't know if you're busy this week, what you have going on.
just school.
Again, last
That's
second.
pretty much it.
Just what?
Just school.
School. Well, school, work, all the above.
You know how it is.
Are you any new life plans? You moving to a different place? You doing anything else?
I wish. I mean, honestly, like you know, it'd be cool. So my sister moved to Houston. It's got a pretty damn good view. Now, while I like my apartment and all, and it's got a nice view of the mountains, if I really want to go to if I really wanted that view of the skyline and shit, then it would be I'd probably have to move to Arlington, and I don't want to move to Arlington because it's too damn expensive.
Too expensive? Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive, number one. And number two, it would be a 30-minute commute from there to here. And as much as I wouldn't mind moving out there, I actually like, if I wanted to, like, all things aside, like, I wouldn't mind moving to Arlington, but, like, my job is here, I love my job, I like where I stay, and besides, I'm only 30 minutes from DC, about 10 minutes from the metro. Can't complain.
Yeah, yeah, not an issue.
No,
Any social events? I mean, I don't think Georgia Tech football games count. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I mean, I just play frisbee, like pick up frisbee. That's the closest. But I will say though, going to Charlottesville was fun. I want to try to go to Blacksburg this year.
Blacksburg, is that the away game? I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech is an away game this year.
That's
So I gotta wait for single game tickets to come out. I probably have to get them in like August or something, and then book my hotel. Just
coming up. August is only a month away at this point.
yeah, looking forward to it.
Book your hotel. Is it really that far? I guess it is.
It's
I
three
guess it is.
hours. It's 3
You don't want
hours.
to drive back. You don't want to drive if it's a night. Yeah, if it's a
It's
night
three
game. You don't
hours
want to
in
drive back.
I-81, which runs through the
No,
mountains. Okay?
you could drive 3 hours.
I was like, not through the mountains.
Why not? Don't read the mountains.
Dangerous. It
Ah.
gets darker, especially like in October, November. It's gonna get dark early.
Okay, but if it's a noon game, okay,
Maybe, maybe.
you can go there
Either
and back
way,
same day.
either way, I do want to spend a weekend there.
Okay, yeah, that's
I mean, it doesn't matter like what. I know I want to make a weekend out of it.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Anything else you wanted to cover before we wrap up here?
Not really, but I hope your plans don't fall through next time.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I might just do this again.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.